Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2021 Newmans Own Awards virtual ceremony hosted by Military Times. Today, we're going to honor 2021 grant recipients of the Newmans Own Awards, an annual competition that is sponsored by the Fisher House Foundation, Military Times, and Newmans Own. I'm Jonathan Elias from ABC 7 News, and I've always done something here at 7 News. It is called 7 Salutes, and we've had a long-term relationship with the Fisher House. What we do is tell stories that highlight those people and organizations that make a difference in the lives of those that help those serving in uniform. And the Fisher House has always done that. So it's my privilege to serve as Master of Ceremonies for this 22nd annual event. And during this ceremony, we're going to award $200,000 in grants to 5 innovative nonprofit programs designed to enhance the quality of life of our soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Coast Guardsmen. After receiving nearly 500 grant applications this year, 7 judges evaluated entries based on their creativity, innovation, and impact to the respective communities. So right now, I'd like to do is thank the judges for the 2021 grant competition. It was a lot of work. Mrs. Lynn Pace, Mrs. Susie Schwartz, Mrs. Tammy Fisher, Mrs. Kelly Hokinson, Mrs. Molly Raymond, Miss Kelly Facer, and Mr. Jeff Smith. Thank you very much. I know a lot of work went into that. It is now my pleasure to introduce our program sponsors. First, we're going to hear from the Military Times.
Good afternoon to everyone watching this year's Newmans Own Awards ceremony. I'm Sean Byers, Vice President at Sightline Media Group and Military Times. It is an honor to be representing the Military Times for this virtual ceremony because of the large variety of service organizations that are being awarded here today. These organizations are tackling some of the most important issues facing our active duty service members, veterans, and their families. Today, we honor 5 groups that are working tirelessly to make sure that those that served get the help and support that they need. I'm looking forward to hearing more about each and every one of these organizations. So on behalf of everyone at the Military Times and Sightline Media Group, I offer my congratulations to Overwatch Project Forge Foundation, Habitat for Humanity Riverside, Yellow Ribbon Fund, Homeless Not Toothless, and the Objective Zero Foundation. To each person within these organizations that strives to better the lives of our servicemen and women and their families, we say thank you.
Thank you very much for that, and for hosting today's ceremony, the Military Times. Next, we're going to hear from Newman's Own.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us here today. My name is Jeffrey Smith, and I'm responsible for manufacturing and procurement here at Newmans Own. I sincerely wish we were in the Hall of Heroes, but I'm grateful to Fisher House and Military Times for providing this virtual event. Paul Newman was a World War II Navy veteran who flew in Avenger torpedo bombers. In founding a company that gives all profits to charity, he did not overlook military-focused organizations. In fact, in the last 12 years alone, Newmans Own has given more than $20 million to organizations that work to improve the lives of service members, veterans, and their families. In its 22nd year, it continues to be an honor for Newmans to be associated with these organizations, and now with this new group of winners. Congratulations. Everyone at Newmans applauds your important and meaningful work, and we sincerely appreciate your passion and commitment.
We appreciate Newman's Own support. It's been a long time, many, many years of that. And next, we're going to hear from Fisher House Foundation.
Thank you, Jonathan. It is my honor to congratulate this year's Newman's Own Award winners. These incredible organizations all bring different strengths to the table to enhance the quality of life for our military, veterans, and their families, and take on the biggest challenges that affect the military and veteran community. At Fisher House Foundation, we believe that by working together, we can make an even greater impact. Thank you to our partners at Military Times and Newman's Own, and thank you to our incredible judges for doing the very difficult task of narrowing down the recipients from nearly 500 applicants. To all 5 of these winning organizations, I'm excited to see the impact you have on our greatest national treasure, our military veterans and their families. Thank you for your passion in helping this very deserving community.
Thanks for all you do, Fisher House Foundation. Now we're going to hear from the Office of the Joint Chiefs of Staff.
Hello, I'm General Jay Raymond, Chief of Space Operations for the United States Space Force, the newest branch of the United States military, serving alongside the Air Force, Navy, Army, and Marine Corps. It is a privilege to speak at this event that honors the recipients of the 22nd Annual Newmans Own Awards. I'd like to thank Newmans Own, the Fisher House, and Military Times for their support of our service members, veterans, and their families. Soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Guardians put on different uniforms every day. But what unites us all is our oath to protect and defend our great nation. Fulfilling that oath takes our nation's sons and daughters far from home, far away from their families, and puts them in harm's way. That our nation's best and brightest willingly make this sacrifice is a testament to our country's strength. But we must remember, it is not just the service member that makes the sacrifice. Parents, children, siblings, family, and friends all make sacrifices of their own as their loved ones serve. It is our sacred duty to take care of all those who have faithfully served, as well as their families and caregivers who have served alongside them. This year's 5 Newman Own Award recipients are doing exactly that. They are incredibly deserving of recognition. Objective Zero Foundation is a tech nonprofit combating suicide within the military and veteran communities through peer support and wellness resources. Homeless, Not Toothless has provided over $7 million in free dental work to more than 100,000 homeless veterans and their family members since 1991. The Yellow Ribbon Fund provides training and education to post-September 11th wounded, ill, and injured veterans, their families, and caregivers, so that they can qualify for job tracks that fit their professional desires and caregiver responsibilities. Habitat for Humanity Riverside provides a series of classes for new homeowners, such as budgeting, home repairs, and insurance and wills, as well as providing veteran families with 3 years of wraparound services, such as equine therapy, peer-to-peer counseling, trauma-informed art therapy, PTSD counseling, and domestic violence counseling. Overwatch Project Forge Foundation is a suicide prevention initiative that is building the equivalent of the Friends Don't Let Friends Drive Drunk campaign for veterans. Only instead of talking about alcohol and vehicles, it's focused on guns and suicide. Again, it's a great honor for me to participate in an event that recognizes the organizations and people who do so much for our active duty and veteran populations. The true impact of all you do is immeasurable, and actions taken today will reverberate for years to come. We are a better nation because of you. Thank you for your support.
And now, it is my honor to announce the 2021 Newmans Own Award winners. We're going to start with programs receiving $37,500. And the first award goes to Overwatch Project, Forge Foundation's Veteran Family Member Suicide Prevention Program, which is based in Miami Beach, Florida.
As a veteran returning home in 2008, I suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder. At the time, I had a shotgun in my apartment, and every morning I sat down and I had a clear vision in my head. Today might be the day I'm going to end it. I was lucky to have people there to support me. Among other things, they were able to secure the weapon until the danger and the crisis had passed. That's one of the reasons I'm here today.
Hi, my name is Casey Woods, and I'm the Executive Director of Forge, and I lead the Overwatch Project. As Gabe said, he's one of the lucky ones. When he was struggling, he and his family knew enough to take steps to secure his firearms, and that saved his life. But many veterans and veteran family members don't have the knowledge and skills to have conversations about this critically important topic. The topic of guns and suicide is uncomfortable. There's a huge stigma around it, and that stigma is costing veteran lives. That is the problem we're solving with the Overwatch Project. And until now, we have been focused on a peer-to-peer approach. But as we've worked across the country, we've heard again and again, veteran family members are often the first to see a problem. How do we help them have these life-saving conversations? That is what our new Veteran Family Member Suicide Prevention Program is all about. We will expand Overwatch with tools that equip family members to have conversations about firearms and suicide and take evidence-based steps that save lives. And then we will work with other organizations to empower their networks. Gabe, who now works in suicide prevention, has been a longtime partner.
I've worked in suicide prevention for years. I use the Overwatch Project in my trainings to police, fire, emergency medical services, hospital staff, clinicians, you name it, we're training them in suicide prevention. It's an easy to use, practical application to something that's been haunting us for years. This is one of the missing pieces in suicide prevention. The Overwatch Project provides those tools to ask those questions and have that conversation.
At the Overwatch Project in Forge, we are deeply honored to be a 2021 Newmans Own Award recipient. This grant will help us reach thousands of veteran family members across the country this year, empowering them with new tools in the fight to prevent veteran suicide. Thank you to Newman's Own, Fisher House, and the Military Times for your support for our program and for the tremendous impact you have had on the veteran community.
The second grant recipient is Habitat for Humanity's Riverside's Cal Veteran Residential Enriched Neighborhood Program, which is based in Riverside, California.
Good morning. My name is Kathy Mahalik. I'm the Executive Director for Habitat for Humanity Riverside, and I'm really thankful that we have this opportunity to talk a little bit about this 26 home project that we're building in partnership with CalVet. So this entire project will be 26 homes for low-income veterans and their families. So part of our project and in partnership with CalVet is to provide supportive services for these veterans and their families. So, and it's a little bit different than our normal supportive services. This is for a period of 3 years and includes specialized things for veterans like peer-to-peer counseling, trauma-informed art therapy, equine therapy, which some of our veterans families have already started going through. It's a great way to make sure that we give them a great start on that journey from renter to home ownership and from military service to civilian life. So thank you so much for this opportunity to give you more information, and we'll close it out with just a look at some of the homes that we just finished building in the city of Riverside, not far from here. On behalf of Habitat for Humanity Riverside and all the veterans we serve, thank you so much, Fisher House Foundation, Military Times, and Newman's Own for this generous grant award. This funding will allow us to ensure that every veteran family we work with has supportive services they need to successfully make that journey from renter to homeowner. Working together with others who have likely been down that same road together, they can leverage that shared experience, learn from each other, and rise together.
Our next award goes to Yellow Ribbon Fund's Keystone Life Skill Development Program, which is based in Bethesda, Maryland.
Hi, everyone. I'm Gina Harrow, Executive Director of the Yellow Ribbon Fund. And on behalf of our entire team, I would like to take a minute to thank Fisher House and Newman's Own for selecting Yellow Ribbon Fund as one of the top 15 potential recipients of this year's grant. Like many in the nonprofit space, our team is made up of passionate men and women who have served our great country in the forms of either military caregiver, veteran, or selfless patriot. Since 2005, Yellow Ribbon Fund has served post 9/11 wounded, ill, and injured service members, their caregivers, and families through many forms of direct support. And this year, Newman's Own and Fisher House are recognizing our life skill development portion of our Keystone program. The Yellow Ribbon Fund Life Skill Development Track offers military caregivers an 8 to 10 week program that trains and educates each student in a job track that fits their professional desires and caregiver responsibilities. The training and jobs are virtual and offer flexibility in time, so caregivers are afforded a chance to enhance not only their lives financially, but also a way for them to fulfill their own self-empowerment. Upon completion of the course, each student is then provided one-on-one live interview preparation, resume building, personal branding, and job hunting instructions to solidify their career path. Each cohort hosts 10 to 15 military caregivers and launches every 8 weeks. Yellow Ribbon Fund just hosted its 5th cohort since starting this portion of our Keystone program in 2020, and are proud to share a graduation rate of over 90%. Yellow Ribbon Fund understands the needs of our warriors and their families, and they're constantly evolving, and we are here to adapt and grow with these ever-changing needs so we can continue to be that support system on their lifelong journey. Thank you for helping us be a pillar of strength.
It is with great honor and sincere gratitude that the Yellow Ribbon Fund accepts the 2021 Newmans Own Award from the Fisher House Foundation. We take great pride in standing shoulder to shoulder with this prestigious organization to serve military families. With this award, the Yellow Ribbon Fund will be generating a greater impact on our career development program. Through this opportunity, military caregivers of post 9/11 wounded, ill, and injured service members will gain skills and certifications, remote job opportunities, and more. This program empowers the military caregivers through education and financial independence. Thank you to the Fisher House Foundation and Newman's Own Award Program for believing in our mission and this program. We look forward to working with you in 2021. Congratulations to the other award recipients, and thank you for everything you do for our military families.
The 4th grant recipient is Homeless, Not Toothless, free dental care to homeless veterans program, which is based in Los Angeles, California.
Hello, my name is Dr. Jay Grossman. I'm the founder of Homeless, Not Toothless, and I am a former lieutenant in the United States Navy Dental Corps. Homeless, Not Toothless provides free dental care to homeless veterans and their family. Our mission is to raise the pride and dignity of the homeless so they can get employment. My understanding is there's no other project like this, providing free dental care to right now over 100,000 people. We just celebrated our 10,000th day, which is just over 28 years, and our services are valued at $7.7 million thus far, something we're very, very proud of. Homeless Not Toothless started when I started my practice in West Los Angeles, walking distance from the VA hospital. As I was at a stoplight, and this happened every night, there was somebody with a sign that said, "I'm a veteran, will you please help?" And there were times I did reach into my wallet and give $1, but there were also times that I was questioning whether that dollar was actually going to food or drugs and alcohol. So as I was in my wallet, I ended up one day handing out my business card, and I said, my practice is walking distance from here, and if you're really interested in getting off the street and getting a job, why don't you come to my office, because I could do more for you by fixing your teeth than giving you $1. And those that came in, we took care of. And now we have stories of thousands and thousands of homeless veterans who are now off the street, working, gainfully employed, paying taxes, and have teeth so they could eat and look good for job interviews. We're also very proud that we only have an 8% overhead, and the reason for that is we have no salaries. We have over 1,000 volunteer dentists, dental assistants that are helping our veterans get back on their feet. We have huge needs this year, especially due to COVID, with the increased cost of personal protective equipment. Our budget is just over $1 million a year, and funding this year has been low. But I'm pleased to say that the money that you're considering giving is actually going directly to patient care, to supplies and lab bills. We believe we are the missing link in helping the homeless transition to getting jobs, so we're very, very grateful for your consideration in helping our organization. Thank you so much. Homeless Not Toothless is very grateful to Fisher House Foundation, the Military Times, and of course Newman's Own for selecting Homeless Not Toothless, who over the past 28 years has provided over $7 million worth of free dental care to our veterans and their families. Thank you so much for selecting us this year. We're very, very appreciative.
And now for our top 2021 winner, receiving an award of $50,000, is Objective Zero Foundation's Objective Zero app program, which is based in Fort Leavenworth, Kansas.
I'm Chris Mercado, co-founder and operations and partnership director for the Objective Zero Foundation. That's using mobile app technology to connect at-risk service members, veterans, their family members, and caregivers to a nationwide network of peer support through voice, video, and text messaging. And we also connect them to curated resources, wellness tools, and training to prevent suicide. We learned early on that wireless technology kind of gives us this freedom and flexibility. It's almost like a sandbox where we can develop and test new tools and get them to market and help our users faster than anything else we could possibly count on. We allow a user to apply filters in order to sort through our network of peer support ambassadors to find the person that's going to be most like them. Someone who's been where they've been, walked where they've walked, seen what they've seen, and create that meaningful relationship quickly. So if a veteran were to reach out to the Veterans Crisis Hotline that's doing phenomenal work, they're going to get whoever answers the call. And there's no guarantee that that person is or is not a veteran, is their same gender, has been where they've been. But with the Objective Zero mobile app, a user has the ability to actually apply a filter according to gender, age, proximity to them, their branch of service, where they've served, the campaigns they've served in, and find the person that's going to be the most meaningful match for them. Every member on our team has been impacted by suicide and suicide in the military community. I myself have lost many of my friends and comrades to suicide. And so the idea behind Objective Zero is, not one more, right? We want to prevent suicide in the military community. And what gets me out of bed every day is this idea that the simple act of listening can save lives, and that I can be the person on the other end of that call and can be the difference between that person and the very final act of suicide.
On behalf of the Objective Zero Foundation, we wanted to say a huge thank you to Newmans Own, the Fisher House Foundation, and Military Times for selecting Objective Zero as one of this year's grant recipients.
We're using this grant money to improve our services on the Objective Zero app and continue to provide peer support to the military community. A big thank you.
Congratulations to all the winners. It really has been a privilege celebrating these programs that are working to improve the quality of life for military and veterans' families. Great job. And thank you again to our presenters and our 5 awardees for your participation today. But before we wrap up our ceremony, we want to mention that this is the last year of our partnership with Newmans Own. We thank them for their partnership. It has been 22 years serving the legacy of both Paul Newman and Zachary Fisher in supporting military families. This grant program, though, is going to continue with new branding and some exciting changes coming in 2022, so stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Fisher House Foundation, Military Times, and Newman's Own, thank you for tuning into the 2021 Newman's Own Awards virtual ceremony.